monster, I'm a maven. I know this world is changing. Never gave in, never gave up. I'm the only thing I'm afraid of.
Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another week of Weekend Rates. Well, maybe we should call it Weekend Freight, because that's about all I cover is freight volumes. And I could go over all this stuff right here, the hot markets, you know, the states, and Illinois, that's still a hot market, but what happened to all the freight in Texas? Well, I could cover all this, but you're going to have to check in with my buddy LoSean Parks at Trucking with LoSean Parks. He covers all this stuff right here. But what I'm going to get into, let's check out the volumes. And we're going to check out my area of Ringo, Georgia. Let's keep it on a 120 mile radius. I like a 120 because that's within 2 hours of going and picking up. If you need a deadhead, go pick up a load. Let's see, is everything correct? No, this ain't. This is wrong. This is wrong. This is wrong, damn it. Let's keep it all today. Yeah, general van, specialized van, 9.4, 120 mile radius, Ringo, Georgia. This is what I'm coming to work with when I'm at home and I get ready to go to work. Right now, 515 loads. I'm in a pretty decent area. Let's see what's going on the offering block. Any hot freight? Well, I guess it. Yep. Come on. All right, it was already up. I guess it got used to me clicking that, so it just popped it up anyway. So Amarillo, Texas for $2,600. That ain't about right. Average on it right here, if you can see over here in this corner. Let's turn you a little bit. I know that last video you couldn't see it really, but right over here in the right hand side, 15-day average on that's been $2,378. They're trying to pump it for $2,600. That ain't bad. Let's see, what's this right here? West Virginia. Wow, this right here's a hot rate right here. Tullahoma, Tennessee. That's right up the road from me to Max Welton. West Virginia. The 15-day average on this load right here is usually $1,339. Now that's the median, so the low end's probably around 11, high end's probably around $1,500, $1,600. But okay, let's get back to it. Somebody want to interrupt me with a phone call. They're trying to move it for $2,400, which is a damn good rate. That ain't but 454 miles. I'd want to call them and see what's up with that load, because it might have multiple stops on it. Let's see, Connecticut, 1,000 miles for $2,300. The average on that's been 26, so don't be fooled. 2,600 on that Villarica, Georgia up to Connecticut. So that's a good rate. If I go down to Florida, average on that's been $2,266 from my area. Dalton's right down the road from me. That's my hometown where I was born. Well, shit, they didn't get the memo. They called me back. I'm going to put my phone on airplane mode. Come on, people, quit calling me. I'm trying to make a video here. Let's see. Where was I at? Yeah, I was at Miami to Dalton. Average been $2,266. They're trying to move it for $1,800 now. You should at least get $2,250, $2,300 on that load right there. Done messed up my phone. Here we go. Maybe that's good. Orlando. All right, we're going to move on. Ringo, Georgia, within 120 miles. This is where I live. 519 loads. So I live in a pretty decent market. It's usually not hard for me to get out. Or life is good as well. You know, he's in the same market as I am. Let's check out Atlanta. If I can type. Atlanta today. Coming in with 524 loads. That's a little shy, Atlanta. It's a little shy. Let's check out Dallas. See if Dallas is still a desert over there. Coming in with 288 loads. Dallas, y'all need to get your production up, man. You're hurting. 288 loads for Dallas. See if Houston. Houston is sometimes before I click this enter. Sometimes Dallas has got no freight. Houston's got all the freight. And sometimes Houston has no freight, Dallas has all the freight. And sometimes here lately they've just been neck and neck with no freight. And Dallas is coming in with, or Houston, at 201 loads. Yeah, they're pretty bad. All right, let's check out. If you're going into California, 120 miles of Los Angeles, coming in with 732 loads. That's pretty stout for LA. That's pretty stout. So if you're in the LA market, you know that's some pretty good. Let's see what freight's popping for in LA. Man, this signal's slow today. You can go from Cali to Philadelphia, 5,500. The offer on that, or the average on that's been about 54.27. So they're coming above that at 5,500. That's not a decent. That's not too bad a rate. That's some mileage, but it's coming in pretty strong. And before you say, well, that's under $2 a mile. Listen, you cannot base your outfit on anything over $2 a mile. Because a lot of freight that I run, I won't run it if it's $2 a mile. If it don't hit $3 a mile, I don't touch it. And if you're sitting there thinking, oh, I'll run $2 a mile all day. Well, you're stupid. Because the stuff I touch, most of the time, ain't under $3 a mile. So, the shorter the run, the higher the rate per mile. The longer the run, the lower rate per mile. Like this right here, $5,200 average on it's been $5,500. If you can get 55 out of that, you're pumping out 3,000 miles. Guess what? You're under $2 a mile. But that's about the average on a long run. A long run is not going to pay $2, $3, $4 a mile. If you want $2, $3, $4 or $3, $4, $5 a mile, you need to stick to runs that are under 300-400 mile transits. By the way, that's where the gold's at. Somebody just hit the horn. Hey, what's up, man? I'm doing a video. Let's see. Los Angeles to Miami. Coming in, average has been about 56.83, offering for $4,900. You can get that up a little bit. Romeoville, Illinois, coming in about 33.60 for 2,000 miles. Now, what was that? Naperville. That's coming in at 48.99 for the 15-day average. They're trying to move it for 4. So, Axle, you greedy bastards, get that rate up there. Detroit coming in for $4,000. Now this right here's not a bad load. It's right at a little shy of $2 a mile, but right here it ain't but 8,000 pounds. So you're basically going to be deadheading, and you're going to be maximizing that profit on that load. So what you're lacking right there in revenue, you're going to maximize the marginal profit. And somebody said, somebody tried to tell me marginal profit's just a percentage. No, marginal profit is the profit after all expenses. So if you get this load for $3,600, just per se here, and you got 40,000 pounds on the box, and you spend $1,000 in fuel, at the end of that trip, your marginal profit, well, semi-marginal, because you still got truck expenses, trailer, but just after fuel, you're making $2,600, right? But if you're getting this load at 8,000 pounds and you only spend $600 in fuel, then by the time you get there, your marginal profit, well, like I said, semi-marginal before truck, trailer, and insurance and, permits and stuff. But after fuel, your marginal profit's going to be $3,000. So, there's the difference there. Marginal profit is profit after expenses. Let's see here. All these runs are long. Come on, Cali. Cali's got a lot of long runs coming out. So that's a good thing. That'll get you back east. Let's see what Denver's coming in. 1,000 miles. So here's your $2 run. Actually, here's your $3 run. The 15-day average to Denver from Montebello, California, 32.35. So for 1,011 miles. That's over $3 a mile average for 1,000 miles. They're trying to move it for $25.50. But let me tell you about that right there. You get that load to go into Denver, and yeah, there's probably no freight in Denver. But if you're making over $3 a mile, You can take your ass to Denver and deadhead 500 miles and still smell like a rose coming, finding something on the backside. Going to Dallas, they're trying to push it for 25. It's been going for 3,021. That ain't bad. You come out of Cali, you go to Dallas for $3,000, pick up in Dallas, come back to Atlanta for, let's see, you might get 15 out of that. That don't pay that great. So that's a bad scenario. Moving on. Sold $3,600 ago, 2,000 miles. No. Wichita, Kansas. That'd be a good area. They're coming in with 2,800 on 1,300 miles. That ain't bad. I'd run that because there's usually good freight in that Kansas area. Wichita up to Kansas City. You might have to deadhead 100 miles or so, but good lane. Oklahoma City coming in. The average on that one's been 28.58. They're trying to push it for 23. So, anyway, this week in freight, I'm going to change it. This week in freight, LA's coming in pretty stout. Let's try Tracy, California. Let's go up to NorCal. Ooh, they're coming in strong too. 588 moves. And NorCal usually pays a little better coming along. Back to the East Coast, just to see if we got some quick references here. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. It's in PA. 58.68 to go 2,800 miles. They're trying to push it for 5,400. Bronx, New York. They're trying to push it for 3. Oh, that's normally 66.56, but it's right here at a P. So they're trying to move this as a partial for 3,000. But it's 18 foot. So if you got 18 foot in your wagon, given that your other pickup or your next pickup don't require you to put a sill on your trailer, you can pick this one up and maximize some profit there. And you can click this L for P right here for full truckload or partial truckload, and you can pull up all the partials. And there seems to be quite a bit of partials. Like here's one to Dallas for 22. It's 24 foot. I mean, you just pick up some partials. If you could master the partial market, you can make some good money. Okay, did I miss one going to Miami? Come on, I'm looking for a Florida load. See what they're paying out of NorCal to Florida. Let's click next page. Next page, come on. San Francisco, come on, you slow net. San Luis, California. If you want to stay in the California market, here's one San Jose down to Cypress. 721 for 360 miles. No, thank you. Okay, Ocala is close enough. Again, at a partial for 5 foot in length for 2,500 pounds. They're trying to push it for 700, but I'm not looking at that. I'm trying to look at that 15-day average for a full truckload. 55.37 going down to Ocala. And Ocala is a good area because it don't take that far, or don't take that much to deadhead out of Ocala to get back up to the Georgia market and pick up a load and keep rolling. Excuse me, $1,500 or $5,500. Now that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Hey, life is good. We're gonna have to book us a load to Cali, man. They're paying. Let's check out Seattle. Seattle's coming in with 372 loads. That's pretty solid for Seattle. So, yeah, I would point my truck in Seattle market. I'm not going to cover all of them. I need to wrap this up. I got to go pick up a load. Let's try New York. Not New York. New York. I guess it'd help if I learned how to type. New York. 120 miles radius of New York coming in. Solid or weak? Damn, pretty solid. 1153 on the loads. Now, Allentown, PA down to Orlando. This is a pretty good lane. And, well, I'll say that. Then it's only pumping for 2350. Oh. Usually, I see those loads for about $3,000. It's a little further down in Florida. See what it's going for. 27. Not bad. Not bad. All right, New York, you coming in solid with 1,153 loads. Now to end this off on the freight, let's try the mother load. Chicago, Illinois, 125 radius, coming in. Come on, baby, come on, there you go. 2320. Not as stout as it could be, but not too shabby. If you're in the Chicago rate or area, as always, the market's strong. So this week's another good week. You know, point your truck towards Chicago and you will come out smelling like a rose. Let's see what they got offering coming out. Now, just because it says offer here, that's just the brokers that puts up the offer. But if you get a hold of a hot load and you hold your ground on negotiating, you can capitalize on that. Chicago down to Los Angeles, the average has been 39.29, but in this market with 2,300 loads available today, I'd probably attack that for about 5 and see if I can get about 45 out of it. And don't feel bad if you I mean, you're not robbing the broker. The broker will make it sound like, oh, we're losing money on this, we gotta move it. No, they're not. Trust me, they're not. I've talked on that before. If they've got this load right here, say they've got 100 of those loads and they're trying to move them for, the average is 3,900. Now, say they push 90 or 80, even 70 loads for 3,500. That's a lot of profit left on their block. So if they move 70, 80, or 90 loads for 500, 600 to even 1,000 under market rate, if they lose $1,000 on 10 runs because, you know, you keep up with the rates, trust me, they're still making money. So do not feel bad if the broker says, we're not making no money on this. They're lying. They're lying. I mean, I'm sure there is some cases where they lose money and they got to keep their customers happy. But most chances they're not going to lose money. They're not in the business to lose money. Chicago down to Miami coming in for 3,400 on the average. They're trying to, this company's trying to move it for 33. It's not too shabby. I'd still shoot for 4 on it though. Let's see, Flagstaff, Arizona. They're offering 33. The average has been 3,000. See, this is a company right here, Sureway Transportation. They're trying to move this freight. They know what to do. Post the rate above market average, and they're probably going to move this load before the rest of these guys will, because off the get-go, they're above market rate. So anyway, all right, guys, I'm gonna one of my buddies. I'm gonna see something here. It's just for you, brother. Appleton, Wisconsin, going to Statesville. Oh, not Bill. North Carolina. Let's keep it 100 miles. Come on, you slow net. Okay, Green Bay area to Charlotte market. The average 15-day average on that's been 2207. You see it up here in the top right corner. Green Bay market, Charlotte market, 15-day average, $220 a mile, or $2,200 are averaging $242 a mile. Now the low end on that's 1915. The high end on that's 2353. So if you're in that $2.40 range, that's what you're looking at. What you're working for right there. Now let's take you back home. Okay, the market going back, 15-day average is $16.87 or $1.85 a mile. You can see the low end here and the high end. Now, let's see. Let's try your Rome, New York from Appleton. That 15-day average has been $3.15 a mile. You was close, brother. You was close. 15. I think no, you might have been right dead on it. I know you said $3 and something. 15-day average has been 23.20 or 29.23 or $3.15 a mile. Low end 27, high end 31.27. So not too shabby, not too shabby. All right, let's take you back home. That 15-day average is coming in at $1.69 from Syracuse market to the Green Bay market, or $15.68 on the revenue. Low end $13.27, high end $16.89. Sorry about that, guys. The phone got cut off. It overheated and shut down. So, I'm not going to be able to do the flatbed rates this week. What's the day? I might come back tomorrow, the next day, and make one midweek on the flatbed rates or the market volumes. So that's going to do it for this week's weekend rates. Yeah, that's right. We're going to change it from weekend freight. Yeah, we're going to change it because I'm not talking much about the rates. I'm talking more about the volumes. So that does it for this week's weekend volume. No, let's check it. Weekend freight. That's going to take some practice. Anyways, guys, let's get back to work. Talk to you soon.